I've played it really twice so far. Twice last night. Haven't played it since. Dreamt about it all night long. It was my birthday the other week, and last night I got a chance to play with two legendary local musicians, singer-songwriters, Jim Page and Dylan Warnick. If you have never met them before or know what they look like, well, if you go third from the right on that wall, the one in the hat, that's Dylan Warnick. And if you go fourth from the right here on this wall, and the man in glasses, that's Jim Page. So there's something about this little music scene here is that there's been an art. You might end up on the wall as a performer. All the people on the wall have performed here at Soulfood. And Kamal Seagull has been sitting in the crowd for the last year drawing pictures. Next weekend is our 7-year anniversary of Soulfood. So I want to invite everybody out to celebrate 7 years of causing trouble in the neighborhood. I got to freak, I got to flow, I got to throw my ass overboard, baby, don't you know? The trip that I'm on, yeah, is the bomb. Did I ever tell you that you look like my mom? Yeah, you're smart, I can tell. You pull me apart as well. You pull me back together, hey, don't break my heart and sell it for ice cream and fudge. You give me the nudge, is it live, is it dope, honey? You be the judge, you got the bullets, I got the time. You bring your bullets, I bring the wine. You bring your bullets, I bring my bat. Well, I can tell you where it is, but I can't tell you where it's at. Hey. Well, now, money, honey, it's your only friend, you know. Friends will take a walk, money will be there in the end. You're in a spin, ain't no sin. To drink some gin, have yourself some fun every now and again. Man, I'm bleeding though. I'm going to bed, bro, cause the Mad Hatter's crazy, having a party in my head though. Don't mind me, I'm being a big baby, I'm getting kinda sleepy. And baby, that look that you've been giving me is kinda creepy. Got the bullets, I got the time. You bring your bullets, and I'll bring the wine. You bring your bullets, I'll bring my sack. We can get the hell out before they find out where we're at. Whoa. Well, now, PP got a big C. It takes me everywhere I go. Takes me, yeah. I got a big C. Where's the wig C? Tells me every single morning, boy, you're gonna be Big B. It's kind of a cutie. Plays the flute G. And yeah, the flute playing wig, wearing pigs. The fucking hootie ain't no blowfish. I'm light as air, so I got $1 million smile. Takes me everywhere I go. But you know me, I keep it hidden down deep inside my big old head. And I only take it out at night when I'm all alone in bed. You got the bullets, I got the time. You bring your bullets, and I'll bring the wine. You bring your bullets, I'll bring my bat. And we can get the hell out before they find out where we're at. Good summer day song. Okay, now I want to try something. I've been an acoustic guitar player my entire life. So electric guitar, and when you see an electric guitar player, they don't play it like an acoustic guitar. I think they play it more like, let's see if we can, they do like this. That's right. Can I hear it? Hell yeah. Now I'm spun, tonight I'm spun, spin me, spin me around and don't look down, no. Spun me around right where I'm bound. Look what I found inside the weather, under a feather, dead bird flying high, high. Oh, I was high at a low tide. Love is a crime. Who's that kissing? What are you missing? Won't you just sit there and listen? My blood runs hot like a gypsy. Just keep moving, you're improving. Run like a ghost with the real man's eyes. Don't get caught by the dragonflies. Hey! There is a secret core of meaning and of waiting to be discovered. In every life, right now, in every life, come on, brother, every life, come on, sister, every life. If you get lost, look in the mirror. But don't tell me if you see her. No, 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 just roll. Roll with your soul. Watch the whole world. Watch the whole world going round and around and around and around. Well, I was laying upside down, trying to push the sun back down. Well, I was laying upside down, trying to push the sun back down. There is a secret core of meaning and of waiting to be discovered in every life right now, in every life. Come on, brother, every life. Come on, sister, every life. Thank you very much. I want to officially welcome everybody to the best night of the whole month where the neighborhood comes out and the stage is yours. The rules of the night are 3 songs per performer. We'll list off some of the performers going up in a row so that you know if you're coming up, go tune your guitar, get ready, and make the transitions fast because the transitions, the faster those are, the longer the sets get to be. And we ain't gonna finish until the whole neighborhood is done singing or storytelling or laughing or whatever it's going to be tonight. And the one thing we do know after 7 years of doing this is that you never know what's going to happen by the end of the night tonight. And so tonight, starring you, a round of applause for all the musicians here tonight. I know that the first up on the list to start the show off is Miss Alicia and David Jenkins. You guys want to come take to the stage? And Craig's, who's on deck after them? It's Lily? Really? Oh, no, it's not Lily. No, it's Lily. What is it? Aurora Baker. Wonderful. And then who's three? And then Joshua Sossaman. You guys get ready. You are on deck. Yeah. And the crowd goes crazy. David's on 5.
If I trip, I'm falling that way.
Okay.
All right, is that good?
You don't have to fall over. Yeah.
Sweet.
Devil gonna find me here I go. Won't do me no good washing in the river. Can't no preacher man save my soul. Oh, did that full moon force my hand, or that unmarked 100 grand? Underneath the water. Please forgive me, Father. Miles and miles in my bare feet still can't lay me down to sleep. If I die before I wake, know the Lord my soul won't save. Oh, I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking, yeah. Keep walking, running, running for miles. Keep walking, running, running for miles. Keep walking, running, running for miles. Oh, they ain't going back to Barton Hollow. Devil gonna find me, here I go. No good washing in the river. Can't no preacher man save my
Right. Thank you, guys. How about Clint? Oh my gosh, seriously, every time I hear that guy. Yeah, round of applause for Clint. Okay, that was pathetic. Come on, round of applause for Clint again. Woo! There we go. Well, now tell a little bit about our little project here. We are a brand new duo called Ashes and Embers, and this is our kind of first official time playing as such, and so you guys are all our guinea pigs here tonight. So yeah, we've got a couple songs to offer to you guys, and let us know what you think. I hope you enjoy.
So this next song is an original song. Just finished writing it a few weeks ago, and it's called Anyway. And it's a song basically just about new beginnings in life, and yeah, I hope you guys like it.
Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walked right in, the open doors were welcoming, and you thought that you could find a friend anywhere.
That was so wrong. The ways have been said for far too long,
And you're just a kid who writes little songs anyway. It's okay, it's okay. You don't have to hide, you don't have to hate, you don't have to smile, pretend to fake it anymore. It's okay, it's okay. You don't have to please, you don't have to wait. Don't let them dictate your shape anymore. The sun goes down and the lights come up all over town, and you want to smile
but I wear a frown
anyway.
Who cares, I say?
It doesn't matter anyway, and we cry and hope and we pray for change to come around. And it's okay, it's okay. You don't have to hide, you don't have to hate, you don't have to smile, pretend to fake it anymore. And it's okay, it's okay. You don't have to please, you don't have to wait, don't let them dictate your shape anymore. Yeah, yeah. The sun comes up.
And I realize it's just messed up. They're all just trying to prove themselves anyway.
You and me,
We got this thing that we could be, and it doesn't matter what they think anyway.
and it's okay, it's okay. You don't have to hide, you don't have to hate, you don't have to smile, pretend to fake it anymore. It's okay, it's okay. You don't have to please, you don't have to wait, don't let them dictate your shape anymore. You and me, we got this thing that we could be, and it doesn't matter what they think anyway.
Thanks. Can I get a bit more piano on stage? A little bit more piano? Thanks.
That would have been my fault. I told him to turn it down. That's good. Sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Cool.
This is also a brand new song. And you guys are I think the first ones to play. You guys are the first to hear both those songs.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that about
So
this one, but you
you.
get a double whammy. Sweet. All right. This one is called These Fading Years. Yeah, let's bring it.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
Sweet. 1, 2, 3. Hours,
Colors, colors,
days go by as in a flash. Numbers,
stories, stories.
My years are leaving me behind. Going,
Running, running, moving fast,
but breathing slow. Gray and gray,
harsh and cold. These
silent hours, they pierce my soul. Standing,
Blowing, blowing.
dreams they fly by, roots I'm bound. Living,
Dying, dying.
will
Why
I be free before I fade away? Fade away. Fade away.
Years and years and years,
I can feel them fade away. Years and years and years, I can feel them fade away. Years and years and years, I can feel them fade away. Years and years and years and years and years, I can feel them fade away. Hours,
colors, colors.
days go by as in a flash. Time and time.
Tick and talk. What
Could I be before I fade away? Ashes, ashes.
Embers, embers.
Fire, it burns after it falls. Beating, beating.
Grasping, breathing.
Maybe hope could heal us all.
Thank you, everybody. Your ashes and embers.
Awesome, guys. Another round of applause for these guys. Now this brings up a very, very good point. So tonight, vote for your favorite performers. Back by Craig, we've got voting basket, little pieces of paper. You can vote once for every performer tonight. You just can't vote 100 times for one performer. And then we count up the votes, and at the end of the night, that's one of the ways that we pick for the showcase performance that comes up next Wednesday. And we'll bring back 4 performers that play tonight, next Wednesday night, for a showcase performance to stretch out a little bit. Each person or each act gets 30 minutes. And it's a way to roll this music scene around and be able to tell our stories a little bit better. So one of the ways is picking the most voted for performer. So vote for everybody tonight, or vote for your favorite performers tonight. And next on the list was... Who was next on the list, Lily? Yeah. Aurora. Aurora to the stage. Is Aurora out there? She might be in limo. Check the limo on the back. A lot of the artists tonight show up in limos. It's a big thing. If you guys enter that way and not that way, you won't be in front of the press. If you don't want to answer any questions or sign autographs, that's probably the door to come in. And if Aurora's not here right now, we will move on to the next performer and see if she comes back later. Joshua Sossamon. Joshua, you ready to hit the stage running? What if the crowd roars while you come up to the stage like it's Leno or something like that? Ready? Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Joshua Sossamon! Live from Redmond, it's Saturday night with special guest host Joshua Sossamon to the stage. Welcome. Good morning.
Morning.
If you need a wah-wah pedal or electric guitar, they're out here.
Awesome. Thanks. Morning, everyone. All right. I've got a little poetry for you. I usually try to read something new every time I come up here, but every once in a while, I just feel like I just get nostalgic and I need to do something old that I really love. So I'm going to do that this evening. And this is something I wrote about a year and a half ago when I found out that they're making another Bill and Ted movie. So this was a poem of pure inspiration. I call this One Excellent Plan. Dude, I've got an excellent plan for the most outstanding rock band ever. It would be a concept album band and would be the greatest endeavor. You see, dude, I've been thinking. Shut up. The key to a great band is great ideas, so I, my friend, have come up with one. And it's better than your last idea. Dude, the one with the pool and the gum. Our band needs great stories for concepts, so for something to sink your teeth into, I, my friend, have come up with something dramatic, turbulent, and eloquent. So, I was thinking that, shut up, dude. There could be like this poor peasant girl who has a great gift with tablature, but thus far, no one knows what she can do. But in this castle, there's like this young dude who takes care of the king's awesome guitars. But due to the king's bogus attitude, he never lets the dude jam with his band. One night, the girl's walking in the new moon, fetching plums and apples with for her mom, dude, alongside the village sycamores. She brushes her arm alongside a branch, drawing blood. At that moment, the woods become silent. Of course, she doesn't know what that means, till she hears, coming from behind her, the breathing of a gnarly demon. She turns around slowly and totally screams upon seeing the ugly, fearsome beast, then kicks it in the nads and starts running, faster than the king's badass tapping. The demon slowly limps after her, but he soon catches up with her, dude. Then he uses his breath to stun her, quite mad since he's now useless to his brood. So, on that same eve, the young dude, for the time being, we'll call him Bob. So, Bob's playing in the studio after he's completed his job. So he's shredding away on a white Telecaster, lightning in his hands. but someone is listening nearby while he plays like a musical taipan. Then the door to the studio slams. Bob looks up timidly to see the king, who doesn't look like he wants to jam, but instead might cut off Bob's life spring. Then the king becomes passive and says, "Dude, you've worked hard for me for many years. In that time, I've given you access to the most royal hall of guitars. However, you have betrayed my trust by playing my most bodacious guitars. Therefore, as a punishment most just, you're banished to the lands of the North Star." So, the poor dude who once tuned the king's strings now finds his life shrouded by a dark cloud. He feels like he's falling with clipped wings as he wanders aimlessly through town. Till an older babe, pretty though worn, sees a guitar strapped to Bob's back and recalls a gifted maniac who spoke to her through musical forms, whose love for her was a sheer heart attack. The memories swoon like distant chords. The young dude sees her staring at him, recognizes the look of loss in her eyes. He chooses to speak to this unknown kin, hoping he will soon find an ally. Bob asks the babe what's troubling her, any way he can provide a cure. She invites the dude into her home and tells her tale in a painful tone. Turns out this babe is really a mum who sent her daughter outside of town to fetch for pies some apples and plums to warm two hearts furthest from the crown. For this older babe was once the queen, the perfect muse for the royal dude, for whom she was pure amphetamine and the source of his great fortitude. So, with an on and off relationship, the young pair grew and loved each other, until, due to a well-planned slip, they were blown apart like a bird and his feather. Yeah. For the king's advisor dude was a total fake, concerned only with what he could take. He steered clear of the queen's fine wisdom, for she could complicate his plans for the kingdom. So he conned his distant cousin to take part in his dreadful plan of splitting the crown right down the middle to weaken the music of the king's band. Since this evil dude didn't believe in fair play, he invented a heinous charade in which he could carefully orchestrate the opening of his master's campaign. He sent his cousin straight to the king to lead his gullible mind astray. With trickery, he managed to persuade him his wife had played with the royal heartstrings. As the king dude felt utterly betrayed, he crumpled, filled with pain and dismay. But he still made sure his queen would pay, so he banished her far, far away. Then 8 months later, in a small shack, as the king was busy scarfing down chow mein, the ex-queen gave birth to a small brunette babe, while screaming louder than a single by anthrax. In the years since, the queen babe had become a worker on a small local farm. Her daughter grew with insight and charm. To those that knew her, she was kind and cheerful. Till this day, many years later, dude, the queen babe sent her daughter to fetch fruit. Yet her girl failed to return from her chore, causing mom to fear for the child she adored. So she made her way outside of town, searching every inch of the plum-strewn ground. She finally found what made her shudder, that which made her fear for her child's future. The mark of claws upon the tree, her daughter's basket upon the ground, large paw tracks scattered all around. A demon was the only thing it could be. She fell to her knees, then cried and prayed for something between hero and miracle to complete the ultimate crusade and remove for her that horrid wave of fear for her child that's curbed her faith. Bob sits speechless, his drink in his hands, as the queen babe sighs and lets the tears fly. He feels his heart begin to expand and patiently waits for her eyes to dry. "Describe," says he, "this daughter of yours." So the queen babe tells that he may see that image of modest beauty for a wise young woman just turned 18. Bob's eyes widen at the sound of this news. He's no longer the dude he was before, for he knows he must face the demonic firestorm and finally put to use his jujitsu. Sorry. Better. Okay. Bob sets out as the moon begins to doze to track down the demon he needs to oppose, whose path of ruin seems easy to pursue. He hopes he'll be in time to save the young shrew. As his journey expands throughout the day, he notices with increasing altitude, the mountains seem larger than they were yesterday, yet he feels stronger with each step he takes, dude. Then the wind chills as clouds and thunder spawn a dark omen upon the land. But Bob's solitude is torn asunder as he attempts once more to advance. For his progress is slowed by something round, launched to that soft spot between his legs. He falls to his knees without a sound, then squeaks at the rock as he attempts to unwedge. Then they appear from out of the mist, totally resembling members of Kiss. 4 small demons armed to the teeth, spikes, claws, and razor blades, all unsheathed. But Bob's got the ultimate battle axe, the single weapon with which he could attack, for no weapon could match the Flying V, the stolen treasured guitar used by the king. The demons are sly, malevolent swine, bloodlust in their eyes, fed by fear and lies. The fiends strike fast and wild, set to tear and divide, empowered with delight by the misty moonlight. That was a bridge, dude. I totally wrote that. Yeah. Bob leaps aside at the last moment and holds the flying bee to his chest. Then, to the demon's astonishment, he lets loose with some intense licks. The valley erupts with light and sound as the guitar growls like a hellhound. Then the next second, a different tone, that of a hummingbird in the zone. Unprepared for the hellish assault, the demon's charge comes to an abrupt halt. They fall to the ground, totally stunned by the instrument that transcribes the sun. Picking up one of their own piercing blades, Bob towers over the cowardly beasts. Seeing that they're quite afraid, he knows they have realized their defeat. At the tip of a fine-edged sword, he carefully questions the timid shades. Fearful since they have nothing to trade, they tell him about their dark demon lord. This menacing monstrosity, who dwells in the heart of the mountains, has caused many past atrocities, and plans to bring the world oblivion. The girl he needs for part of his plan, to expel great music from the land. To ensure his triumph over the king, the death of the daughter he would bring. For the king has suffered over the years, as the exit of his wife from his life has left silence in his mind and his ears, a hole in his heart, as if from a spear. So the fatal strike for the royal dude would be one of the greatest magnitude. His long-lost daughter would soon enter his life, and shortly thereafter he would watch her die. The demons chuckle as if all is right, with the monarch's unchangeable plight, since his daughter's death will be just the thing for the final blow to cripple the king. Then their lord can take over the lands and poison them all with hip-hop bands. The dead majesty of rock and roll will bring grief to the world's heart and soul. One power chord to bring the demons sleep, and Bob glances at the distant rocks. Focused on the promise he must keep, he walks on, prepared now to pull out all the stops. So onward he travels to his fate, till he finds the gaping mountain's mouth. He heads inside with such stealth that I must quietly narrate, so he can grab the young babe and flee south. So dude, like Bob walks on for miles in the cave, his torch gradually flickering out. He starts to wonder how he's gonna save the queen's daughter when he hears a horrid sound. Rounding a corner, he sees an opening from which the noise is emanating. He stares down into an atrium to find something that makes him feel numb. In the center is a band of 5, jamming away in a hip-hop jive, instruments playing the most basic chords to back up the singer's poorly chosen words. The girl singing those horrid lines, a demonic diva with inhuman style, wails about, dancing, mad as can be. It's all Bob can do not to scream. Yet he notices movement near the wall, where there sits a lovely seraph babe. Barely noticeable, she seems small, yet holds her head high in the heart of the cave. Her hair is like a chocolate waterfall, her brown eyes like leaves in the fall. Watching her, Bob finds himself enthralled. He's drenched by her beauty, like a heavy rainfall. Physically, she's perfect if not tall, from her lovely face to her fine bare feet, and all of her other things were fine. But Bob knows he has no more time to stall. Ignoring the pain to his sharp ears, he sneaks his way, quiet as can be, to avoid detection, yet with some small fear, since they won't be inviting him to tea. He scuttles across the wall like a rogue, feeling destined not to touch the earth. Wearing the flying bee as a cloak, he soon reaches that for which he has searched. The babe gasps out loud at the sight of Bob, forgetting about her current job, that of transcribing the hip-hop music engulfing her, making her feel quite sick. Turns out the girl's name is Melanie, who, during her dreadful captivity, made a most bogus discovery of the Demon Lord's duplicity. His plan is to fake the young babe's death, causing the king's fortitude to jet. Then he'll destroy the greatest music and enslave the world with little conflict. But what the demon dude doesn't know is that the king doesn't have a clue he has a daughter, already grown, with the purest soul, white as snow. So, after some very brief intros, Bob finally manages to recover, unaware he's about to discover what happens when the music is over. The band falls silent as a shadow falls upon the previously bright hall. Tremor of darkness, distinguishing light, causing dude and dudette to shiver in fright. Then a vicious voice pours from the gloom, a portent of the approaching doom. Thus it does roar into the cold air, giving the couple a most heinous scare. Fee-fi-fo-food. I smell the blood of a creative dude. It's been some time since I've had anyone to eat, and for a light snack, I'm definitely in the mood, and since I'm conquering the world, I deserve a treat. The hip-hop band suddenly disappears as the Demon Lord's speech is quite clear, causing Bob's mind to split into hemispheres, Melanie's voice barely reaching his ears. She yells, "Play your guitar, you fool!" With assistance from a hard shin kick, Bob grabs the V and looks deep down into his gene pool, then summons the power of awesome licks. He begins with a low, steady hum, taking it easy, taking it slow. He pours his soul into the medium, and its hidden power begins to show. As Bob's speed develops his modus, the music's strength continues to grow. He brings forth sounds of pure angel dust, and the demon dude lets out a loud groan. Grateful he's not doing this while stoned, Bob closes the distance to the end zone. He lets loose with an electrical rush, filling the hall with an unheard-of stimulus. The Demon Lord howls and falls to the ground as Bob ends his badass delirium, atrium now empty of all sound. The young pair stand still, feeling quite numb. So the Demon Lord's not quite dead, dude. But through observation, they conclude Professor Plum did it in the main hall using the full can of aerosol. No, not really, but he is out cold. Bob wants to make that state permanent, but wishing to escape imprisonment, Melanie says they should leave that hellhole. Believe me, it took longer to write this than it's taking to read it. So they depart from the mountain range, Bob trying to forget the evil hip-hop band, pondering the safest path they might arrange till they meet and join with a Spanish caravan. While traveling with the caravan, Melanie speaks to the lead merchant, who, while they cover the lush valley span, speaks of an old myth, the talking drum, an instrument of ancient energy. It is said to be invincible and possesses 4 known abilities that makes any drummer unsurpassable. If chosen by the great holy drum, you'd gain the greatest timing and dexterity. It matters not if you're quite smart or dumb, your skills would still become a rarity. The sovereign drum also controls sound. According to the player's desire, it creates the right tones to astound, making one a master of hellfire. The righteous drum also speaks to the mind with a voice that knows all directions, and it carries the player's design to a conclusion of perfection. The 4th power, and probably the least on the list of those that make someone free, that which makes a drummer complete. The drum rids its player of acne. The merchant pauses and gives a smile as the wind picks up its unfriendly pace. The clouds pour upon each and every face as they cover the vast forward miles. Yet, says the knowledgeable sales dude, the great jewel I must not exclude, for there's a reason I speak of this to you, and I promise that it's all quite true. See, the talking drum has been discovered and rests here within this caravan. I hope to unite it with another that will bring awesome music to the lands. Intrigued by this most epic tale, Melanie asks the man to reveal the drum to her so that she may see whether or not its power is real. Inside the carriage, with sticks in hand, she sees the drum in front of her. Like winds blowing through desert sands, newfound energy causes her blood to stir. Seconds later, she's hammering away in a vicious combination of sounds. Not ever having learned how to play, she can now produce fills most profound. As Melanie continues her jam, she wishes for a bass drum to improve her spree, and in less than a second span, the drum answers her sudden fantasy. A pedal appears at the drum's base. Without a second's hesitation, she settles her foot and quickens her pace, swimming in the acceleration. Then, in response to another desire, 3 limbs grow from the drum's chassis, ending in cymbals imbued with fire, arming the girl with a ride in 2 crashes. Time comes to a standstill for Melanie. The value of meaning is forgotten. There is no longer any purpose between honesty and trickery. And the forest once more knows silence. She knows nothing but the beat of her heart as she tries to grasp the circumstance and stares down at her new counterpart. Attempting at last to catch her breath, still shocked by the new ground which she has tread, she slowly manages to raise her head to see the merchants eyeing her with newfound respect. And she gradually finds Bob's eyes and understands what she sees in them, as if the sun has repainted the sky, or tides come in that shall never ebb. For Bob has witnessed grace under pressure, a gift unlike any he's ever known, a miracle far beyond measure in a beauty that causes men vertigo. After that brief optical interlude, the riders on the Storm remain steadfast, and as such, they soon reach town, dude, where family unites despite the overcast. After multiple hugs and kisses, some of which Bob just can't resist, reunion is marred by a dark mist, followed shortly by howls and hisses. For the Demon Lord's army of demons has traced them straight back to the village. Then appears the local pub's seaman, having filled up on tasty beverages. Lacking good sense due to being drunk, they decide to fight the monstrous horde, then soon are convinced that they should run, like cavemen fleeing from a dinosaur. Like mice, they all run to the castle, and most make it without much haste, except for the slow and stupid ones, a sign of events under the scattered sun. Driven into the royal courtyard, in the remaining available light, they longed for the now fading day star, while waiting for the demonic blight. Then it appears, the evil bane of rock, that lowly demon dude of bad taste. Bob and Melanie quickly take stock, desperate to find a way out with haste. For the villagers are all quite spent, barely able to run, much less fight, yet all the king's horses and most of the king's men have chosen wisely to dash in fright. Now, proclaims the dark wicked menace, you shall know the price of crossing me, and you will feel my most heinous wrath upon your souls as you kneel before me. But Bob has another idea. Though feeling less than Herculean, he steps forward, wearing his bravest face, carefully measuring his breathing space. You most unrighteous demonic prude! Not only did you enslave this hot babe to make your most bogus transcriptions, but your speech back at the mountains totally destroyed the rhyme scheme, dude. Without further ado, the demon springs into violent animation, sending villagers flying left and right while aiming for Bob's extermination. Bob tries to move, but it's much too late. The flying bee flies from his fingers. He stays to hear the sound of its fate. As for his own, he must also wait. But instead of the sound of smashing wood comes the lovely sound of a harmonic. They turn to look, and there stands the king, holding the V, forming that lovely tonic. The demon lord glares with hatred in his eyes as Melanie and her mom gasp with surprise. Bob is frozen, unsure what to think, until the king finally begins to speak. Hello, Dweezil. It's been a long time. I see you've grown large on your corruption. Hip-hop songs over artistic rhyme. You've chosen an ugly condemnation. So now, at this time, it comes to light this demon was once one of the rock spirits that nurtured the souls of all children destined to discover and transcend. But one year, he took physical form and befriended the royal dude as a child to help him learn and better perform and alter his playing from mild to wild. But as the many years would go by, the spirit dude noticed something different. His skill of comprehending music went dry, though the royal dude grew with accomplishments. But it soon became quite apparent the spirit possessed a fading element, though it was difficult to admit. He had to face that he was losing it. Blaming the young dude for his tragic loss and just not taking it well at all, he went into hiding, became his own boss, and prepared himself for the king's downfall. "So, dude," said the unaffected king, "you thought all these years I stole your power, and you chose to come here this evening to kill me beneath my own towers. I'm sorry you think I stole from you and that you need to do this, dude, but after the friendship I gave you, I have to ask, now is that gratitude?" The demon formerly known as Dweezil puts on a grin that's totally evil and laughs that diabolical laugh that all villains sign a contract for. "No, my friend, my plan's nothing of that sort. You might have noticed the ladies over here, your daughter alongside your long-ago wife. Now you'll get to watch me kill them for sport." With that, Dweezil turns and walks towards them, but pauses temporarily when the king lets out a diminished scale, making the demon lord slightly pale. "Nice try," he says through his depraved smile, "but now I have sonic nullifiers, so for your music to do me real harm, seems you'll have to go the extra mile." After whispering to two roadies, the king continues to pour it on, noting that while he keeps it steady, Dweezil looks ill but somehow walks on. With the demon lord approaching, Bob's not sure how he can protect the babes till a roadie arrives, offering the perfect gift that'll make his day. For in his hands, Bob holds a bass guitar? Something he has no experience with, but it happens to be a Rickenbacker, so it should make an excellent scythe. While he's testing its growl for the first time, Bob hears a low, rhythmic rumble. The sound gradually begins to climb, nearly causing Dweezil to stumble. Then Melanie enters the scene with a crash, creating her own constellation. At that point, feeling extremely brash, they enter a state of awesomation. Impressed by Melanie and her talking drum, Bob and the king stretch their playing styles, sounding better than they had at the start, each one playing closer to the heart. Hands frantic upon drums and fretboards, they build a frenzy of musical lust and prove rock and roll is superior as they pierce the veil of its nucleus. Then, as a roadie gives the thumbs up, the king signals to Bob and Melanie to bring their song to a rolling halt as he prepares for the final assault. Unable to resist this last chance, the demon lord begins to advance, determined this time to kill the king. He doesn't foresee that for which he's asking. For the king points the bee at an amp placed between the sun and moon towers. Feedback turns it into a battering ram, and only inches away from the king, Dweezil is stopped by the badass power. And with a single click of a pedal, the king shifts the volume to 11. The elevation curls everyone's toes as the demon dude suddenly screams, and seconds later, his head explodes. After the concert battle is done, there's quite a bit of cleanup to do in the streets resembling the Twilight Zone. The damage is most obvious, dude. During the Battle of Musical Limbo, the grounds surrounding the castle were littered with demons, snakes, and arrows, and the occasional unknown soldier. The king totally has his work cut out, not only restoring everyone's homes, he gives each citizen their own metronome. In gratitude, they all have a cookout. But the king has things to make up for, since he now has a family to heal, a brave young dude who deserves much more, and regrets he can no longer conceal. Impressed with Bob's natural talent to perform well on very different strings, the king teaches him the secret touch to play without limitation on those strings. Once the peaceable kingdom is restored, Bob and Melanie start playing together, and not just in the musical way. So after much snarling and teething, the parents finally invite Bob to stay. So, this story of parallels ends. The finding of family, love, and their place. From this point on, all learn to embrace a new life among a feast of friends. So, that's my idea. So, what do you think, dude? Oh, yeah, we should probably learn how to play music first. Good call, dude. Good call. Okay, thanks.
And his ode to Bill and Ted, the new movie coming up, I think it's called Bill and Ted Talks. It's kind of a A little humor in the night, too. So let's bring up next to the stage a sweetheart of the neighborhood, Miss Marjorie Drew, to the piano of our house here.
So I don't know. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm going to be facing the wall, and I'm a little bit nervous. Like I said, it's been a while, so. But this is a classic, so sing along if you want to. I can get my sheets to hold.
So one way that makes nerves a little bit easier to deal with, Marjorie, would be the whole crowd goes crazy right before you play.
Hello. Is there anybody in? Oh, I'm gonna start over. Sorry, I'm really nervous. Hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? And come on now. I hear you're feeling down. I can ease your pain and get you on your feet again. Relax, relax. I'll need some information first. Just the basic facts. Can you show me where it hurts? There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but what are you saying? When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like two balloons. Now I've got that feeling once again. I can't explain, you would not understand. This is not who I am. And I have become comfortably numb. Okay, just a little pinprick. There'll be no more. But you may feel a little sick. Can you stand up? I do believe it's working good. That'll keep you going through the show. Come on, it's time to go. There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship, smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I caught a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone. I cannot put my finger on it. Now the child is grown, the dream is gone. Oh, shoot. And I have become comfortably numb. And I become comfortably numb.
Has Aurora Baker gotten here yet? Yeah, Aurora, come on up. The limo has just arrived. Aurora Baker is here. And don't forget to vote for your favorite performers tonight. You can vote once for every performer if you think everybody's your favorite. That's the kind of place Soulfood is. But you just can't vote 100 times for your kid, okay? Uh, and let's see. The lineup next would then be Aurora Baker, and then Jerry Lynn, and then Betsy Tinney, and then Aaron Brule, and Abigail. You want to sit or stand?
Sit.
You got it. Welcome to the stage. How you doing tonight?
Good.
Good. So you just sit on down. I'll bring it to you.
Okay.
I'll be your roadie tonight.
Okay, that sounds cool. Hello.
Okay, there's that, and then let me give you a microphone for that. Another round of applause for all the musicians brave enough to come up tonight. Promise not to electrocute you. Everything's been welcome to the Soul Food stage.
Is it working?
Let's get, yeah, do
Okay.
a little check and then play a little strum.
Check.
Yeah. Do a little another one.
Check, check.
That's right. That's where the hard work gets done.
Hello.
And the crowd goes crazy for Aurora Baker.
Okay, I'm gonna be singing a song that I wrote. I named it "Why Don't Forgive You at Sunset," and hope you like it. So. As I stop before I call you out on the things you do, you know I'm a part of this too. No one can be happy, depressed inside. You're the only one who makes me mad. And yet your love still creeps up on me like a serpent, even with the time I spent just trying and trying to forget you. And it's not easy. It's not easy to. Let's just say when you left, I kept the pain you gave me. Now you left my heart cut up in scars, and it's tearing me apart. And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to. I'm trying to put the pieces back together. Nothing's gonna last forever.
heart is broken, but I still love you with the pieces. My heart was loved by you, taken by you, and now it's broken, and it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to forgive you. Yeah, sure. Can I- Yeah. I'm gonna sing another one, and it's gonna be a cappella. So, yeah. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do. See, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody that this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life feels. Now you're in the world. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no. Or a girl who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. Oh, 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 oh. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Now you're in the world.
lots of thanks to Betsy Tinney for helping me out with that one.
Betsy Tinney and her invisible band. Check two, check one, check two, check. Oh. Yep. Check, check, check. Go. Let me use this microphone for Betsy, and we can fix. Check, 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 check. Check one, check two, check. Check one, check two, check.
I am tuning and offline because my tuner only works offline. Okay.
I want to say it's for the same line she was using before.
Okay. Yeah, I have. It is the same line.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're clear.
So, okay, I guess this is live. Ish. Thank you. Taller than you think.
Okay, so the voice works. Let's see, how about the cello? Okay, I need a little more in the monitors, please. Okay. Let's see here. I'll try firing up my machine here and see if that works. Well, that needs to be a lot louder. Because it needs to be balanced. More in the monitor. Do you need more from me? Feels better. Yeah, I need a little less live cello. I'm not sure you can give me that. I'm giving you 1 second. Does that sound balanced to you guys? Sorry, guys. I tested this at all of the settings. As long as it sounds balanced, I don't care. Does the house sound balanced?
We have successfully not crossed the red wire with the green wire. Yay! And let's please welcome Betsy Tinney for her solo set.
Hi. Sorry about the long technical wait. Hopefully that will work now. So, without further ado, I'm going to do. Thank you. So, thank you very much. Is the balance of the live cello and the tracks working? Okay. Okay. So, as you can see, there's only one of me up here, but you heard a lot of cellos, and they're not hidden somewhere. I have a looper, and what I'm doing is recording what I'm playing live and then playing it right back and playing along with it. And so I would say it's magic, but it's technology. And I have this giant thing with all these blinking lights looking up at me. It looks like the cockpit of an airplane. Yeah, I'm a musician, you know. So there's a lot of features on this thing. I don't know what they are. And every once in a while, one of them bites me. So I'm going to try not to hit the eject button and go flying over your heads. And if that happens, duck. And somebody catch the cello. Okay, so this next piece, having said that this was recorded live, which it was, and that was my piece, by the way, it's called Lightheart. And the opening riff that was sort of a cappella was by S.J. Tucker. Sorry, puns. Anyway, this next piece, if I were to do the same thing, you'd be sitting here for 5 minutes while I lay down the entire pizzicato backline, which would be very boring, before I even got to the melody. And I thought, well, what am I going to do about that? And my son said, well, what about doing it like a cooking show? And he said, well, pre-bake it. And, you know, at a cooking show, they show you the cake. It comes right out of the oven after you've mixed it up, and they're like, ta-da! And you don't have to wait for a half an hour while it bakes. So time passes. Yeah, exactly. So I pre-baked the pizzicato for you, and the melody is live, and the tune is a cover. You'll probably recognize it. Thank you. It's been a beautiful day outside, and it's going to be beautiful the rest of the week, I think. Knock wood. But anyway, one of the reasons I dearly love living in the Northwest is our weather, which is usually so good-natured, even when it's wet. And I've done a little bit of touring in the Midwest at the wrong time of year, and I'll tell you what, those thunderstorms scared me really badly. And ours aren't like that. I wouldn't say they're tame, but they're pretty well-mannered. And I don't know, like great big bumbling puppy dogs or something. But they're gentle, and so this next piece is for them, and it is called Gentle Storm. Thank you very much. So, I think that's it for me. So whoever's on next.
Another round of applause for Betsy Kinney, everybody. Nicely done. What a privilege to have you here at Open Mic. Yeah. As we're getting cleared off, we'll bring up Aaron Brule to the stage. Our very own Aaron. You can find him here 5 days a week, pouring sometimes 6 or 7 days a week, pouring your coffee for you. A round of applause for Aaron. And while we're on a roll, the couple making coffee for us tonight, Craig and Lily. A round of applause for
Yeah,
them.
Craig and Lily. Woo! I know where you guys live.
My host, partner in crime, running the sound. The last person to touch your sound before everybody else hears it. Kevin Oates, right here.
I think that's good. Yeah. Hey, Kevin. This is a sound check. I'm wondering how you're feeling. And I hope it's really good. That's my favorite song. Thank you so much for playing that, by the way. Marjorie, right? Thank you so much. I think it's good. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Aaron. Most of the people I hang out with are musically inclined or they're artistic, and it's almost like we all choose to talk to each other through that more than we do through our conversations. And so this is something that I think I gotta say to somebody. If you didn't care what happened to me, and I didn't care for you, we would zigzag our way through the boredom and the pain, occasionally glancing up through the rain and wondering which of the buggers to blame, and watching for pigs on the wing. But you know I care what happens to you, and I know you care for me, and I don't feel alone or the weight of the stone now that I've found somewhere safe to bury my bone. And every fool knows a dog needs a home and shelter from pigs on the wing. Thank you. Should I do this one? Yeah, I'll do this one like that. Can I get like a little more reverb on my vocals? and I'm super soft voiced. I know I'm the diva tonight. And I'm soft. Maybe like monitor. I know I'm being picky, but I gotta test you, Kevin. All right. This next song is woo. That's rad. This next song, I wrote this next song when I was going through the process of being broken up with. And most of my life, I've been the one to separate from people because I move really fast. That's just kind of how I am. And this was new for me. And I'll leave it at that. Here I am again. Oh, in this world with its 10,000 feelings, and I still don't know which one of mine it is that needs healing, but it's starting to show. So I've been told, but I still don't believe that these walls of mine, oh, are too high for me to let you in, 'cause the door's always open. All you gotta do is step right in. Yeah, it's there, I'll be waiting. Whoa, in the quiet stillness of silence once again. Actually, I don't think that song's finished yet. All right, so this is another cover. The first song was a cover of Pink Floyd, Pigs on the Wing, for anyone who didn't know, or if I didn't do it justice for you. This song's a cover of a band called The Editors. The name of the song is People Are Fragile Things, and you should know by now. And for some reason, it really reminds me of my experience here at Soulfood. Let me start that again. I'm so glad I found this. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I found this. I'm so glad I did. I did. And people are, oh yes, people are, yeah, the fragile things you should know by now. Careful what you put them through. People are, oh yes, people are, yeah, the fragile things you should know by now. You'll speak when you're spoken to. It breaks when you try. It breaks when you force. Yeah. It breaks when you try. And you'll try and you'll try and they'll try, but people are, oh yes, people are, yeah, the fragile things you should know by now. Careful what you put them through. People are, oh yes, people are, yeah, the fragile things you should know by now. You'll speak when you're spoken to. When you're spoken to, you'll speak when you're spoken to, you'll speak when you're spoken to, you'll speak, you'll speak, you'll speak, you'll speak, and with one hand you calm me, with one hand I'm still, with one hand you calm me, with one hand I'm still, I'm still, I'm still, I'm still, they're still all people are, oh yes, people are, yeah, the fragile things you should know by now. Careful what you put them through. People are, oh yes, people are, yeah, the fragile things you should know by now. You'll speak when you're spoken to. You'll speak when you're spoken to. You'll speak when you're spoken to. She'll speak when she's spoken to. He'll speak, he'll speak, he'll speak, he'll speak, he'll. Thanks, everybody. I thought I got to play another one.
Welcome, high five. Oh, you need a drummer, don't you?
I do. I'm missing someone.
I'll get it. A lot of Soulfood. Most Mrs. Clint. Richard Peterson, you have no better time to call right now. I'm hoisting the open mic. Can you hold on for a second? Hold on. He's not going to hold on either. Hold on. This is not going to happen. Richard Peterson is on the phone. He's a street musician. This is now a true story. Played for 20, 30 years on the street the trumpet. Richard Peterson, right? He would play Arch Nemesis with the tuba man. And Richard Peterson, the only person able to play trumpet and the piano at the same time. And Richard, hold on just a second. Abigail, get ready. We should put you on speaker, I know. Hey, and the crowd goes crazy for the legendary Richard Peterson. Okay. Drummer to the stage, Aaron. And the crowd goes crazy for Abigail and Aaron.
Okay, so I'm Abby. Hi, Soulfood. So this first song, one of my really old friends wrote it a long time ago. I was in high school, and it's one of my favorite songs that he's done. So it's "Colored Hearts" by Ari Tutko. She's searching for gold on the sidewalks, beneath the colored hearts We drew with crooked chalk, and she whispers to me that they'd always stay. But now she's gone to wash them away. And oh, you're slow to come but quick to go. And if you have to leave, then let me know. Oh, 'cause while you're waking up on those empty motel beds, I'll be waiting with open arms all alone. All alone, all alone, all alone. La-da-dee-da, da-da-da-da-dee-doo. She's standing alone on my doorstep, armed with a bouquet, rehearsing her regrets. And your eyes, they sparkle with transparent tears, dangling on lashes like cheap chandeliers. And oh, you're slow to come but quick to go. And if you have to leave, then let me know. Oh, 'cause while you're waking up on those empty motel beds, I'll be waiting with open arms all alone. All alone, all alone, all alone. La-da-dee-da, da-da-da-da-dee-doo. I wrote you a poem on your driveway in streaks of colored chalk, the kind you used to wash away. It said, darling, you took my world, there's nothing left to take. And I'll just walk away, and I'll just walk away. And know you're slow to come but quick to go. And if you have to leave, then let me know. Oh, 'cause while you're waking up on those empty motel beds, I'll be waiting with open arms all alone, all alone, all alone. La-da-dee-da, da-da-da-da-dee-doo. So now I'd like to thank Aaron, everybody. Awesome drums. Woo! And invite Dave up to the stage. And Dave is incredibly awesome because I lost my guitarist at last minute. So like the past 10 minutes, he's been learning the song. So he's incredibly cool. So let's all go, thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Yay. So I realized Taylor Swift has it right. You go through hardships, you write songs. And those songs turn out incredibly awesome, and they're kind of like therapy and stuff. And I guess that's how it kind of works. We're going through some difficulties. Oh, yeah. And I just have to remember how the first song goes. So I wrote the next two songs I wrote these past week, and I have no names for them. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Okay. Ready? When I was young, I put my head up to the sky. I told my mama what I would be. I'll be your lover, I'll be your fighter. I would be stronger, I would be wiser. I'll be the heartbeat in the ground, I'll be the sunlight shining down. I'd live harder, I would be me. Going down that old road, just moving along, doing what you're supposed to do. They say, stay in school and put the bottle down. Do what you want done to you. So I put my hands up and tell them what I would be. I'll be a lover, I'll be a fighter. I would be stronger, I would be wiser. I'll be the heartbeat in the ground, I'll be the sunlight shining down. I'd live harder, I would be me. Seems like losing a war with an uneven score. fighting for your only rights. Take a stand despite of reprimand, lonely ranger in the night. So put your hands up and tell them what you would be. I'll be a lover, I'll be a fighter, I would be stronger, I would be wiser. I'll be the heartbeat in the ground, I'll be the sunlight shining down. I live harder, I would be me. Thank you, you're awesome. Thanks, Dave. So this, the last one, I've been wanting to write a Crossroads song for a really, really long time now. And if you don't know, the legend of the Crossroads, I'm from the South, so I have to say this. In the South, you go down to the crossroads to make a deal with the devil. And I'm gonna need help, so if you can snap for me. I'm breaking down my borders, I'm losing all my kind. I'm tired of seeking justice, revenge is what's on my mind. So I'm going down to the crossroads, meeting with the devils of fate. I'm going down to the crossroads, all my hate. My baby done gone and wronged me. My baby done got me screwed. I was in his bed and saw a lipstick stain. What's a good girl to do? I'm taking him down to the crossroads, trading him for some smokes. Taking him down to the crossroads, dragging him by a rope. The devil can do what he wants. The devil can do what he please. His soul is all gone, but his body's still strong. Shame he can't get no release. I'm going down to the crossroads, taking back my pride. I'm going down to the crossroads. I'm making a deal, stone blind. Yeah, I'm making a deal. I'm making a deal, stone blind. Thank you, guys.
After Cameron is Christo. The amazing Christo is here tonight.
Do you have just a quarter-inch cable there?
A quarter? Sure, sis.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Check. How's everyone doing? Woo! Awesome. Good. Thank you. So my name's Cameron. I'm from Gainesville, Florida. Anyone ever been there? Woohoo! Awesome. Yeah. Thanks. Let's see if this works. Cool. Awesome. This first song I'm going to play is called Special Something. Can everyone hear that? Awesome. something. Ooh, and I tie a jacket around my waist. Oh, I'm praying and hoping and wishing it's soon your arms to take the place on when I need a shoulder or two. I know it's the first, middle, and last of your name I run to. Yeah, and when it's right, you feel it in your heart. And when it's right, all the little pieces become one single part. And when it's good, you know what I mean. Or you might be standing beside, not even realizing you're side by side. Special something only comes once in a lifetime. Oh yeah, special something isn't so hard to find when you free up your heart and open your eyes. It's only your mind that is keeping you behind. And when it's right, you feel it in your heart. When it's right, every little piece becomes one single part. When it's good, oh, you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know what I mean. I was standing beside, not even realizing I'm side by side. Ooh, baby, standing beside, not even realizing you're side by side. Ooh, oh, I'm standing beside, hardly realizing I was side by side. Special something. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. All right. Cool. I'm glad you guys like it. So do I have time for one or two more? Yeah. Cool. Awesome. That makes me happy. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. If that's good with you guys. This next song is called Moon Rocks. I sat here and learned. Oh, there was something I'd left to earn. Yeah, when I was by myself and alone with someone like you. And I took a shot, made room for something I had forgot. Oh, yeah, my mind was always racing home to you. With little moon rocks in my shoes. I've got your presence, baby, for every little shade of blue. Yeah, it's just a little something I thought you wouldn't refuse. A piece of my moon. Oh, my dear, it was so fun dancing on the moon. makes me feel like you do. With little moon rocks in my shoes, yeah, I got your presents for every single shade of blue. It's just a little something I thought you wouldn't refuse. A piece of my moon. And as I take a second to share one of my thoughts, don't you lose the inspiration on this love that you got. 'Cause baby James, I can't resist when you hit me with your kiss. I'm gonna bring it home like this. Little moon rocks in my shoes. I've got your presents, baby, for every single shade of blue. Yeah, you're just a little something I thought I wouldn't refuse. A piece of my moon. Moon rocks in the shoes. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! Thanks, guys. Well, I guess I've got one more for you. Before I start, if you'd like to keep up with my music and anything like that, you can grab one of these bracelets from me, and they got my website on them. And they say lots of love, and they glow in the dark, so you can't lose them, maybe. But, yeah, once again, my name's Cameron. Thanks for sticking around, everyone, hanging out. I've also got CDs if anyone's interested in those. This is my last song. It's called To the Moon and Back. I hope you like it. Hey, oh yeah, lately I've been the things that we used to do. Love one each other and not care about all of the things you could live without. If you do not feel good about where your 2 feet are standing now, you can look up to the sky, baby. I love you to the moon and back. Thank you. Woo! Thanks for having me. My name's Cameron. Hi. Woo! Thank you. Around until the 9th on Thursday.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. Until Thursday, cool.
Until Thursday, yep.
So if you were
There you
voted for the showcase performance and won on Wednesday night, you might be able to come out and
I
play a
would be
gig.
able to come to that.
Okay. Another round of applause for Cameron. Don't forget to vote tonight. Now it's time for the amazing Christo to take to the stage. And after Christo, Lily, who's on deck? Oh, come on through, Christo. It's okay. Just throw them to me. It's just a piano stand. Oh, I have the list. Thanks, Lily. Okay, did anybody see the list? Right, exactly. That's right. That's right. That's a good question. So up next is Christo, who's getting ready, and then Avery, and then Ian, and then Hey Porter. And if you were actually going to ask to see who was going to be after that, that would be Sabine Rithadler, and then Marie Larson. Really? Taylor and Craig's sister's going to play? Marie Larson, and then Alfredo, and then Paul Carlson, and then Noel Young, and then Juan William Ingalls Jr., the first. Yeah. And, and then Kai Kai Fuller. If you read up in Rolling Stone, you'll read what happened to Kai Fuller, actually. And then Connor, and then Donna, and then Devora. Wonderful. Round of applause for all the musicians here tonight.
We turned away 'cause he couldn't see her as a mother anymore. I felt the slam of the front door. Like a child I couldn't